So, you made it to part 2. Today wasn't too bad. I went to the gym, I hit some back. Yesterday, I did impulse trading. I hopped into the charts. I lost like 1.2 and decided to I lost like 300 and then I decided to screw it. I'm trying to revenge trade and it didn't go well for me. And I actually made 12 bucks back, but I was still down like 1.2, 1.3. And today I actually got all that back because I stuck to my rules and I was patient and I made 2K. So I'm up like 700. So not too bad. But I'm not here to talk about my day. I am here to spread some positive vibes and just overall some advice, really. Some life advice. And I think it could probably be useful to a vast majority of you for those who stick around and listen to the entire thing. I'm sure all of you, or at least a vast majority of you, are probably in the same boat or were in the same boat as past me. Let me elaborate a little better on that. So back about a year ago, I moved from my home to live in Charlotte with my ex-partner. And my goal was to just work 9 to 5 and pay for the bills the entire time while she studies and does her college thing. Now I would do, some college here and there, but I was also getting drained as well. And it just wasn't good for me. We were living paycheck to paycheck, and it got so bad to a point where it's like I wasn't even making enough to at least pay for the rent, the light, the food. So she also had to pick up a job, and I just felt like I was short on my promises. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was putting in overtime just to make sure that I would be able to at least get the basic necessities, pay off my credit card, still pay off any charges I have, like with Klarna, pay off my bill if I could afford it, groceries. And it got to a point where it's just like I could only do the freaking apartment rent and just my credit card. I couldn't even afford groceries. It was that bad. I was close to my credit limit too, which was also bad. Fast forward, I end up losing my car. I've had some like electrical issues, some from the transmission issues. I ended up breaking my sway bar. I had to change the entire thing. I ended up getting a parasitic drain and I just lost my car. And it was a tough time for me, especially since I was in a financial crisis and I still owed money. A lot of it, actually. For the time being, at least, it was a lot. And I did end up losing more money down the line as well. And I would remember having to use Klarna payments to pay for my things because I couldn't pay for them fully. I did have to take a bike to go to work. Like there'd be some days where it would rain and it was like the freezing cold. It would rain and I would still be pedaling on my bike. It would be so freezing. Like I'm talking about 10, and I know for some places like this is nothing, but for me, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, right? It's cold, especially when there's wind blowing and you can feel it like going down your entire body. I eventually started taking bus routes, like the campus buses, to get to work and make it more easier for me. It got to a point where sometimes like I would have to wait for a bus and it would make me late, so I had no choice but to pedal to the next bus and see if I could get there on time. But if that was gonna make me late, I just decided to pedal the entire way. So it was definitely tough. It was really a humbling experience for me. And during that entire period, I was chasing money. Now let's not, be unrealistic. Of course, I'm going to have to pay all these things, all these charges, right? But I didn't need the money. I didn't need anything. I put myself in a situation where I believed to be needing it. Put me in a position where I started lusting over money. And I would do things that would give me temporary pleasure, which it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for the relationship. It ended up affecting not just me, her, and just overall my lifestyle. As of today, I don't do such. I don't chase. I don't lust over money, over anything really. And now I do like to imagine my future, right? Law of attraction. I like to think of what my future will look like, how it will be. But as of for chasing, you don't need to chase it. You really don't need to chase it. Learn to live, and that's about it. Because the truth is, you could chase something your entire life and probably never get it. And you just wasted this amount of your life. Now I understand that there are those videos where you see like, people flexing saying, oh, well, I grinded this and this and this for this long and whatnot, and I got here. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There are people that, had built their luck to get there, but you are not them. You are yourself, and you are able to choose whether you can waste your life away working on what's on the outside rather than what's on the inside. Because if you truly learn to work on what's in the inside, and you find your happiness and find the fact that you don't need anybody, you don't need anything at all from this materialistic world to be happy, you will go far in life and you will reach your goal. If you have the dream, the ideology that you're going to be a millionaire, why are you stressing over it? It's gonna happen. I mean, if you keep on manifesting it, it's going to happen. But it's not from working on what's on the outside. It's from working what's on the inside. And if you truly work on what's on here, the rest is gonna come. It's gonna be like a straight path, straight narrow path. And I know you'll be thrown into side quests, you'll be thrown into random weird situations where you're questioning whether you're actually on the right path or not. That's when then you gotta change that mindset. And that's what I mean when you get work in here, really. Because whenever you have those negative thoughts, you're just attracting negative emotions, negative energy overall. But if you're gonna be positive about it, think nothing but positive thoughts, of course you're gonna be attracting positive things, and that's how you're gonna view your life. Whereas if you're negative, you're gonna view your life as negative. Positive, you're gonna view it as positive. And now realizing and looking back at it, when I was struggling, I was viewing my life as something negative, and that's why I was living in a negative circumstance. But as of now, I mean, I'm viewing my life as positive. My life is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, I'm no freaking millionaire quite yet. But I'd say I'm at a decent point in my life where I can enjoy it gracefully. I think with the fact that when I disattach from so much, I've gained way more than what I lost. Yeah, at that moment, it's a freaking ton, but I've gained so much more. Ever since I learned to just disattach from it. Whenever you work on yourself mentally, it then appears to you physically. I used to look tired all the time, and I know with the first video I did look pretty tired. I was stressed out to the max, but I mean, that was just my regular back then. Like, that's how it would look like every single day. And not because, I'm grinding my butt off. I would barely have time to grind, like on actually grind and do things that will get me to that millionaire phase. I was a hard worker, but on my job, not on myself. The vast majority don't work hard on yourself, but you work hard on the outside. Now, I'm not saying slack off either, but do know where your value holds. Every single time you work super hard, you're building this guy's dream. This guy only gets higher and higher and higher, and you're still here. You're not even moving up. You work on yourself, you'll eventually, if not level at him, you'll probably end up passing him. Not even probably, you will end up passing him. And that's just the way life is. And it's going to be that way. These are the laws that are set and the rules that are set. And by Almighty God Himself. Work on yourself. Pray, but not in submission. Pray for what you want. Get what you want. Become what you want. Think about it. Live it. Smile. And always be happy. Always be positive. Always and always be grateful for the situation you're in. Whether it may feel super freaking tough at the moment, or it may feel like super ecstatic, right? Keep that energy. Keep it when it is high. Because when it's time and, stuff gets real, you want to make sure you keep those positive emotions always around you, because you have nothing but negative emotions, negative thoughts. That's what's going to attract you. That's why typically when somebody says, I've been having a bad day, you're attracting those negative things, and it just keeps on compiling. Instead, think of it like, shoot, this is a setback. Hey, we're still gonna have a freaking blast, okay? Hey, you're behind on this, just a setback. We're gonna get this. This is already taken care of by God. Tomorrow is already taken care of by God. So why are you stressing out about tomorrow? The past is already history. Learn from it and live now. Live your moment, live today. Do whatever it is that you want to do because you like it, because you love it, because it improves you. Post that video. Even if it's cringe, post it. Start that podcast, start the YouTube channel like me, right? Start that business, start the education, start whatever it is that you want to do, because this is your life and you only get one. You never get to walk on this earth again. So stop chasing materialistic things. Money is nothing. Money is literally nothing. It is printed every single day. It has no value. But you know who can at least maximize their value? You can. Learn to attract and not chase. Don't chase something that's handed out to everybody. If it can get handed out to everybody, it can get handed to you. It can get passed to you. Learn to become valuable. And you will notice that you have all of this coming towards you. And for a lot of you, money, you gotta stop wanting it. You just gotta live your life. You gotta learn to level yourself up. Learn to become at a high energy flow state. And it'll flow to you. It'll flow to you with ease. That's why money's called currency, because it's an energy. Money is energy. And if your energy's high, money's gonna come to you. Money goes to places where it's welcomed, you know? Not when you're chasing it. Money's like hoes. You chase hoes, they're not gonna want you, bro. They'll come to you. Don't chase, because then you look desperate. And out of desperation comes anxiety. Anxiety, negative thoughts, and you're just submissive. So, if you stayed this far into the video, thank you for listening. I hope you're able to implement it into your life and find the goodness and gracious of God and yourself, and learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. And that's really about it. I'm just here to see a free game away. Y'all just have an amazing life, learn to live it, and go do something you love. Not on your phone. That does not count. So, yeah.